In an unprecedented turn of events that has sent shockwaves through the world of football, Manchester United, one of the most storied and valuable clubs on the planet, has been officially taken over by Qatari billionaire Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani. Even more astounding than the takeover itself is the price tag, a mere £10 million. For fans and pundits alike, the news has stirred equal parts disbelief, elation, and curiosity. After years of protests, frustrations, and financial stagnation under the Glazer family's controversial ownership, this is a seismic shift. The Glazer era is over. And a bold new chapter begins. Speculation about the club's sale had swirled for months, with valuations reaching upwards of £5 billion, thanks to Manchester United's global fan base, brand value, and historic legacy. So how did Sheikh Jassim acquire the club for just £10 million? Insiders suggest the deal involved assuming a vast amount of debt and making binding commitments to invest heavily in infrastructure and sporting development. Essentially, Sheikh Jassim is believed to have agreed to wipe out the club's debt, estimated at nearly £1 billion, and pledged future investments worth several £billion in return for a symbolic upfront fee. The Glazers, facing unrelenting fan pressure and dwindling influence, finally agreed to walk away. For nearly 2 decades, the Glazer family's stewardship of Manchester United has been marred by controversy. Ever since their leveraged buyout in 2005, which saddled the club with debt, fans have voiced their discontent. Chants of Glazers out echoed in and around Old Trafford regularly, with green and gold protests symbolizing a longing for the club's more community-driven past. While United did experience success in the early years of Glazer ownership under Sir Alex Ferguson, the post-Ferguson era has been defined by inconsistency, mismanagement, and a perceived prioritization of commercial gains over footballing ambition. The takeover marks the end of this era and a new dawn driven by bold ambition and deep pockets. Sheikh Jassim, a prominent figure in Qatari banking and a lifelong Manchester United fan, has made his intentions clear: to restore the Red Devils to the summit of world football. Unlike previous regimes, his focus goes beyond just commercial growth. It's about rebuilding every layer of the club. Squad investment. Reports suggest Sheikh Jassim is preparing an immediate war chest of over £500 million to be spent in the upcoming transfer window. Major reinforcements are expected in key positions, and there's talk of pursuing some of the biggest names in world football, from emerging young stars to established game changers. Stadium redevelopment. Old Trafford, once known as the Theatre of Dreams, has aged poorly in comparison to modern stadiums across Europe. A full-scale renovation or even a new stadium project could be on the cards. The aim is to modernize the fan experience while preserving the history and soul of the club. Academy and infrastructure. Inspired by the success of clubs like Barcelona and Ajax, Sheikh Jassim intends to revamp the academy system to ensure a steady pipeline of homegrown talent. United's legacy of developing stars from the class of '92 to Marcus Rashford is set for a renaissance. As news broke of the takeover, thousands of Manchester United fans gathered outside Old Trafford in jubilation. Flares were lit, chants erupted, and banners celebrating the end of the Glazer regime fluttered in the wind. Social media exploded with emotion, a mix of shock, relief, and unfiltered joy. Many long-suffering supporters see this moment as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to rebuild the club from the ground up with unity, purpose, and world-class leadership. And with Sheikh Jassim's resources and passion for the club, hope is finally back on the agenda. The coming weeks and months will be crucial. A new CEO and director of football are expected to be appointed, and several senior roles are likely to change hands. The summer transfer window will be the first true test of the new regime's intent. Sheikh Jassim also faces the challenge of balancing massive expectations with sustainable growth. With rivals like Manchester City, Liverpool, and Arsenal entrenched in strong rebuilds of their own, the path to the top won't be easy, but the ambition is clear. Could this be the beginning of another golden age for Manchester United? The stars seem to be aligning. With world-class backing, a fresh vision, and the full support of a passionate global fan base, Sheikh Jassim's arrival has rewritten the script in dramatic fashion. Football history is often shaped by moments, and this, without question, is one of them. The Glazers may have walked out the front gates of Old Trafford for the last time, but the dreams of millions of fans are walking back in. The future is red. And it just got a lot brighter.